Hello everyone, welcome back to this new tarot reading. This time I wanted to continue this series where I had been asked to see other different dynamics between the Blackpink members. So I think the first one I did was on Jenny and Lisa, and now we are going to see about Lisa and Rosé. Something really interesting that you have to take into consideration. I think that if you had been listening to my videos and listen to all the talking that I do when I talk about astrology, I always try to give you a bit of a tip about actually why there are certain aspects in their birth charts that make them compatible or make them more willing to confide in each other, or maybe they have more chemistry than others, or maybe they get along. It's not necessarily for you to be actually compatible when it comes to a sun sign. For example, in the case of Lisa, that Lisa is an Aries, then maybe if the other members were an Aries like her, or a Leo or a Sagittarius, she would get along just fine. Actually, it's about the planets that make other kinds of that talk about compatibility. So in this case, we have Rosé. That Rosé, she's an Aquarius, but her moon is in Aries. So this is why they may have this chemistry, or they may have this reciprocity against to one another. They maybe are very open to each other, or they maybe find in themselves this correspondency, this emotional correspondency. Is that they look up at each other, and when they see each other, it's like their energy just draws them to each other because they are very compatible. I mean, it's like they inspire each other, and they also resemble a lot of each other. So maybe, for example, in the case of Rosé, Rosé is an Aquarius, but at the same time, that moon in Aries of her, that emotional hidden realm of her, that very passionate and fiery side of herself, feels really good when she is around Lisa, because Lisa is an Aries sun. So Lisa is the external personification of that energy. So that's why she may feel really comfortable being near Lisa, because she also learns to unleash that moon in Aries of her. Because I have talked that since the moon, it's a planet that talks about our inner emotions, our inner world, sometimes it's really hidden. So sometimes you tend to make that aspect of yourself be more seen, or you tend to embody more that energy when you are in a place of safety, where you maybe are your home, or maybe you are with your loved ones, or maybe you are with people that you feel really close to. You don't display your moon to the public eye. But in this case, to be around Lisa, she feels like she can connect with that Aries energy. So she can be this very passionate and this very strong female. She actually has a lot of personality. It's just that I think that maybe for the group, actually they decided to go with this more hippie side of herself. I know that hippie is not the word, but since she's an Aquarius, she's this embodiment of this almost ethereal and fresh style. There's something about her appearance that is very dreamy, but also that is very out of this world, that she's really different, and at the same time that she evokes so much calmness, and she's so inspiring because she looks like she's out of this world, but inside of herself there's this moon Aries that is burning really high inside of her, and actually that she's more combative, or maybe she's a bit more bold, or a bit more aggressive than people would think. Actually, she inside of her, she has all this passion, she has all this desire, she has all this stamina inside of her. It's just that you don't see it because she is acting in this Aquarius mood that coincidentally is the concept that she has to provide, like being the one that maybe writes the most beautiful lyrics, or maybe, well, she is good playing instruments, so she has this bohemian side of herself that resembles a lot of Aquarius energy, but inside of her lies this moon in Aries that she's very passionate and she's very straightforward. Actually, if you know her in intimacy, you will see these traits on her. So I think that this is why she gets along very well with Lisa, or at least she tries to get closer to her, because Lisa is the embodiment of Lisa is very bold. Lisa is very energetic. So Lisa is this representation of what an Aries would be like, an Aries female would be like. So let's see the cards that came out for her. I placed Lisa on the left side and Rosé in the right side. And let's talk a bit about the dynamic. Lisa got the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, and the World. So yes, I don't know if maybe are they the same age, or I believe that maybe Lisa, because this is why I placed her on the left, but I believe that Lisa is older than Rosé, but somehow she doesn't act like she's older actually than Rosé, because I think that the way she sees Rosé, she sees her as this very this person that has a lot of wisdom. She sees Rosé as this person that has a lot of stability, or that somehow she has this perception of Rosé as being really stable, or maybe as being very of having this inner knowledge about life in general, or having this view about the world, or maybe about a certain situations that it calms Lisa down in a bit, because I believe that Lisa is a bit reactionary. She's reactive. She is a woman that is a woman of action, so she doesn't have a lot of patience. Actually, she is someone that is very energetic, and she's all about results, and she's all about getting the things done, and she's all about starting new things. So there are moments where she feels that her energy is stuck, and she feels bored, and she feels like she doesn't have the amount of motivation. It's like she has all this energy, but it's stuck inside of her. So talking to Rosé makes her feel a bit more relieved, and makes her feel like, I don't know, why do I have this feeling of like, she feels like she goes to church when she goes and talks to Rosé. It's like she goes to a confessionary where she can talk to Rosé about very deep and meaningful things that happened inside of herself. I think that Lisa has a lot of she has a lot of anger inside of herself, but it's not that she's angry at someone. Actually, it's not like everyone thinks that she's angry, that she's no, it's not that kind of anger. She's just someone that actually she would probably would be better in a kind of profession, or in a kind of activity where it would require of her to do more, to get involved more physically, because she has a lot of stamina. She has a lot of power inside of her body, and she is someone that needs to express that energy. So I think that maybe this lifestyle, or maybe this I think the best period for her was the one that where she was a trainee, because somehow it's like she had been working all her life with her body, and she had always been in presentations, or she had always been in training process. So she she connects really well with making her body work. And somehow when they were promoting, everything is okay, but then when they go into this long pauses, or maybe in these moments where she doesn't know what to do with her energy, so she gets really frustrated at herself. She doesn't know how to deal with all this energy, so this energy can potentially turn against her because she gets in a really bad mood, and she gets really, like, I wouldn't say depressed, but she goes to a very dark place. And I believe that this also has to do with the fact that she has a moon in Scorpio. So I think that she has a lot of deep emotions that she doesn't know where they come from. But somehow these deep emotions is like they drag her down and really deep and really profound. So I think that um, um, talking to Rosé makes her realize that it's okay to feel that way, that it's okay to feel anger, that it's okay to feel like I feel like she's feeling that she's not doing her best, because she wants to do more and somehow she cannot. But after she talks with Rosé, it's like all her anxiety and all her anger suddenly disappears, and it completes a full circle, and then she can start over. Because I don't think that this frustration, these moments of really high anxiety, are long lasting. I think that they happen in a in a short span of time, but when they happen, they are really intense. So when she talks to someone, she finally feels like she is free of that burden and that she can start over, because she doesn't like to feel pity about herself. She doesn't like to feel bad about herself, but she's someone that has really strong feelings. She has a strong desire. She has a strong fire inside of herself. So, and she's also very perfectionist when it comes to her work. So I think that, yes, I think that she would have been really successful if she would have, I don't know, uh, put all this energy into other kind of work, where I think that she's someone that also likes to compete with other people. She has this passion and this desire to win and to be the best, and she is someone that is very energetic, and she just can overcome anything physically. So that's why I think that maybe this idol kind of lifestyle, she thought it would be more challenging, actually, physically. She thought she would be in this place where yes, she would be come and go, and she would be like, because I believe that she she gets a lot of fulfillment and pleasure when she feels like she overcome or did an activity that seemed so physically demanding, for example, or demanded a lot of energy out of her. And when she completes these tasks, and when she does get the job done, she feels so good about herself. It's like she's continuing trying to push her boundaries, and also trying to, like an Olympic kind of athlete. I don't know why she didn't become an athlete, because she loves competition and she loves all that training process and all that pushing herself and becoming better and better. So I don't know. And when it comes to Rosé had the card of the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. So yes, Rosé feels the same about Lisa, actually. Where she feels like, whenever she feels like she's not good enough, whenever she feels a bit insecure, or she feels because she doubts herself so much, because she's also someone that has a lot of ideas, so her mind is constantly moving, her thoughts are constantly moving, so she may have even like a sleeping disorder or a sleeping deprivation kind of, because she has a lot of ideas and she has also a lot of energy that she doesn't know. She's actually very anxious. Is very anxious, and this is her moon in Aries actually working inside of her. I think that she needs to do some a concept a bit more risky, or maybe writing lyrics about something that is more like powerful or impactful, because in order to express more about her moving away from this bohemian kind of girl, actually, and to talk more about that powerful female inside of her and that fiery, passionate female inside of herself, that warrior inside of herself. Because I believe that when it comes to relationships, she's really passionate and she is really honest, and she is very she's very fiery. Actually, she's very fiery. She has a strong desire. So I think that it would be nice for her to be able to reflect that side of herself. I don't know if the company would be very, very happy about it. Actually, I think that they would be comfortable with letting, I don't know, Jenny talk about those subjects, um, about being, I don't know, heartbroken about a lover, or maybe about being revengeful about a lover, or maybe about feeling hate towards an ex-lover or something like that, or I don't know, or feeling attraction or fatal attraction or something like that. Uh, but actually, it would really go, that the concept would really fit Rosé as well. I think that Rosé needs to express. That's why I think that she probably spends a lot of time writing and journaling, because she has a lot of thoughts and ideas. And also there's a side of herself that is more wild, a side of herself that is more like risky and is more passionate, and maybe also it's able to talk a bit about her sexual desires, and actually what she feels inside is to write them down. It's like a therapy, um, because yes, guys, she's sexy, she's sexual. It's just that they don't they want her to continue with this bohemian kind of style. um, and yes, I think that she definitely goes. I think that it's both ways. They both heal each other. They both comfort each other. They are both there for each other. They get to a place in their conversations where they connect so much that it seems like they are the same person. Um, they um, they are so empathic towards each other that they really are able to heal each other. I think that, like I said, they mirror each other. They are a great friendship. They are a great bond. I think that with this duo, they definitely have those moments of being really close. But like I said, this doesn't necessarily mean that they are best friends in real life, because guys, you have to understand, because this is what everyone was saying when I did Lisa and Jenny, and I said that they weren't that close. They were like, oh yes, no, but she goes to her house and she does this and she does the other. Guys, you don't need to bring proof or facts about what they did or when. I'm talking about an energetic aspect here. And also, you have to take into consideration that they have other friends and that they have other lives, and that it's not just the four of them in the world. Yes, they do spend the most of the time together, especially when they have to work, but they have other people around them. It's not just a closed circle of where it's only four females allowed in here in this room, and no one else can get close to them. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. And also, what I want to say is that they don't need to physically be next to each other all the time in order to appreciate each other or in order to have a strong bond. They definitely think about each other, they care about each other, they connect when they are together, they create this intimacy and this strong bond. but it's not necessarily, this doesn't mean that they have to be together 24/7. I think that this also, there's this misconception also, where I said that when I did Jenny Guy reading, I'm not going to take other shippings for Jenny, for example. If you ask me this member and her, or the other person and her, I'm not going to do shipping readings, because this is what happens when you talk about them having a special someone in their lives. Guys, can you even think if maybe they are, I don't know, emotionally connected or dating, or had dated someone that is a regular person, that is not an idol, that is not a popular idol, that is not an idol from their company? I mean, they could be have dated regular guys, like a guy, a normal guy with a regular job. Not necessarily that you think that, oh yes, because she is from this great company and this guy here is also from a popular company, they must be together. No, this is your imagination trying to ship them, trying to trying to make them like being closer than they already, that they may not be. Actually, yes, they work in the same industry, but they could be dating someone that we don't know nothing about and that we probably will never know about. This is why sometimes I don't get specific details about their exes or their past lovers or something like that, because these maybe are not people that are known. So, or maybe if they are known, they don't want to be, she doesn't want to, or the person that I'm talking about doesn't want me to know who this person is. But yes, they're surrounded by other people. It's not all about, like, oh yes, this girl from this, because it would be such a high coincidence, like it would be almost uh, like, like, yes, idols can date each other, but they also interact with other people. They have friends, they have other people. I don't know, they could fall in love with their manager, for example, or someone from the staff. I don't know. But I think that we have to open our minds a little bit when it comes to our perceptions. So yes, I think that in the case, I'm sorry that I ranted here, but I think that when it comes to Rosé, she takes a lot of motivation and a lot of comfort from this connection. But at the same time, Rosé, it's someone that maybe this is why Lisa thinks that she's so wise. Rosé is someone that, yes, she's really eager to spend time with you and have fun with you and have these very close moments, and going out and having a great time with you and open their hearts out, and being like, oh, I want to talk about what I feel. But at the same time, with the Hermit card here, it seems that at the end of the day, the important decisions or the important insight, or maybe the important moment of awareness happens when she is on her own. Actually, she is someone that enjoys to be on her own. She is someone that reflects a lot on herself by herself. So I think that yes, she connects with Lisa, but it's not only. I don't know if is Rosé an only child, because I think that she has this ability to be on her own and get really wise when it comes to be on her own. So this is what I got from their bond. And actually, the cards that came out for the relationship overall is the Ten of Wands, the Lovers, and the Six of Pentacles. Yes, they definitely, like, they rely a lot on each other. They try to support each other a lot, especially when they are going through moments where they feel really tired, especially. But I don't think that it's that they feel tired from doing a lot of stuff. When you are like, when you are overworked, or maybe you had done a lot of things, I think that they feel stressed because of this amount of energy that they have inside of themselves. That is like, I wouldn't be surprised if they would get together to go to the gym or to go to do like a very extreme activity, some activity that where they can, like, I don't know, go running or go hiking or something like that, where they can lose a bit of this energy that they have built up inside of them. So I think that yes, they do communicate really well, and their bond is sincere, it's true. They appreciate each other and they feel better after they are together and after they share with each other. And also, they inspire each other to be more patient with themselves. I think that there's something about, they are both really genuine people. They are very genuine and they are very open. So I think that they cheer each other up in a sense that they are like, be patient with yourself, be confident with yourself, be compassionate with yourself, don't doubt yourself. Everything that they are going through has some kind of purpose. So I think that they comfort each other a lot. They cheer each other a lot. They are like, okay, if you feel this way, you are totally free to feel this way. You have the right to feel this way. Don't discourage yourself. Don't think that you have to hide who you are or maybe repress how you feel. Just go with the flow. Just go with how you feel. Just let it go. To express it. You can be yourself with me. Something like that. So I think that they are very they talk a lot about work, and they talk about a lot of things that they want to do, and they also comfort a lot to each other, and they remind each other to stay patient, that the moment will come for them to show their true passions. The moment will come that they don't need to rush, that they don't need to be impatient or get in a bad mood just because things are moving really slowly right now for them. And actually, they have been moved really slowly when it comes to the group and the content and stuff. So I'm going to leave it, guys, here. Thank you so much for being here. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for your support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.